What have I done? So I recently bought the M3 Max MacBook Pro. I switched over from Windows and I have to say, it's awesome. I really love it. Hardware feels great, the ecosystem is smooth, it's easy to use. I have no complaints with that. Sure, there's some little things I'm having a hard time getting used to. That just takes a little bit of time. The problem that I'm having, and the only problem with it, is the cost. The cost is just absolutely insane. I'm having a hard time. I'm literally feeling sick to my stomach at how much this thing costs. I'm a stay-at-home dad. We don't have a huge budget for things like this. This was a big risk for me to spend so much money on a loaded M3 Max. I'm chasing the video editing experience, you know? I want something portable, I want something capable, and I want it to make my video editing smooth. And it does all that. It's insane. But I'm starting to have doubts. It's a really hard pill to swallow because of the price. Now the problem is, number one, I could spend half of that money, get something that's almost as good, and have a lot of money left over for lighting, for microphones, for better equipment, things that can help tell better stories on my YouTube channel. As great as the M3 Max is, with my Sony and my lenses, you can't get that quality without having the glass or the cameras, right? But with the computers, I can still do all the video editing that I do on the M3 Max. It won't be as good, but I still get the job done the same. You wouldn't know at the end of the day what computer I edited this video on. So being able to get something that's almost as good, being able to get the job done, I'm really having doubts about whether I should keep this expensive laptop. Now, the next problem is it feels like switching from a Windows ecosystem and Android with all my stuff to buying the MacBook Pro. It feels like the Pro is just, it's one big piece of the overall puzzle. And having used it, I bought an iPad already, but now I feel like I need an iPhone in order for the whole ecosystem to really shine. And of course, you know, I'd want to have a shiny new iPhone to complement the MacBook Pro. So now all of a sudden, Canadian, we're looking at $8,000 and you're gonna want the headphones to go into. I know you don't need that stuff, but that's the point, is that you want that stuff. When you're on that level, when you have such a nice piece of gear, you want everything else to complement it. I think the Apple stuff is incredible. I really want to be part of that community, but I just can't afford it right now. I'm still in the small phases of growing my channels. I just feel like I might be able to stretch it out a little bit further. I don't know. I just wanted to put together this video because I know some of you are following along. You're watching the journey. I went from having kind of the wrong tools with Windows. First I got the M3 Pro and it was actually really great, even though it didn't have quite enough memory or hard drive space to make me feel comfortable. So I just returned that today actually. And then I bought the M3 Max and it's just insane. I love it, but it comes with a price tag that, while it does exactly what I want with the video editing, I'm having a hard time justifying spending that much when I could get something else or more things that could do almost as good of a job and give me a little bit more flexibility. So look at this beautiful spot. Isn't that cool? We've got otters that live just in these rocks here. I was hoping maybe I would see them now. My whole point of doing all this and moving, we just moved to the island just to have this kind of lifestyle. I'm switching over all my gear. I'm trying to get the right tools for the job. I'm in this very transitional stage of my life where I want the right equipment, but if you know me at all, you know I like buying used. I'm a value first kind of guy, and while the Apple stuff is just, it's awesome. I love it. Value wise, you really have to pay to play. If and when I can afford it, I will definitely go all in with the Apple stuff because I want to. I think it's great. I think it's worth it. But right now, when I'm still at the building and early stage of my YouTube journey, I can probably just use that money for other things that will make my channel better. I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm gonna return the Max, but I'm thinking about it. I love everything about it, to be totally honest, except that price tag. Anyway, what do you think I should do? Should I keep it? Just accept the fact that some high quality things cost this much and just move on and slowly start investing in all the other stuff? Or do you think I should return it, get something that's maybe not quite as good, and use some of that money to buy other things, whether it's lighting or microphones or this money I've been working towards? It is money that I want to invest into my channel. The channels are growing. They're starting to make a few bucks, but I'm not at the stage where I can buy iPhones and M3 Maxes and be able to just still have money to go out and grab coffee, you know? All right, if you've enjoyed watching my journey and want to see more, maybe check out this video next. Otherwise, how about watching this one? We'll see you next time on the Sad Studio. Oh, and in case you're curious, I'm shooting this on the ZVE1, and I'm rocking the Tamron 17-28. How did it look? Was it good? I don't usually take off the Sony 24mm, but I wanted a little more width, so hopefully it looked good.